Trail runners, welcome back to Chasing Gold, where we're talking to some of the top runners coming to the 2023 Javelina 100. Today on the show, we have Shea Aquilano. She is from Carmel, Indiana. She's 22 years old. She ran her first ultra at the 8-hour Dream Endurance Run in 2020, and she is coming to us at the 2023 Javelina 100. Shea, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Awesome. We are so excited to have you joining us at the Javelina 100. I'm going to go through a couple stats real quick. Hopefully you can confirm these to be true. You have not yet run Western States. You have never run Javelina. And your golden ticket history is growing. So you have an attempt at Black Canyon 2021, 2022, and 2023. When I say attempt, I don't mean finish, because you finished all 3 years. You were 20th, then you were 8th, then you were 6th at the 2023. Tell us about your history with chasing these golden tickets and coming to Javelina this year.
Yeah, so I think currently I only have like 4 tickets in the Western States lottery. So if I want to run at Western States, this is pretty much what I got to do. Black Canyon started as just like a fun run near family that I have in Arizona, and just continued to learn about myself in the sport from there, and realized I could be competitive at some of these races.
Nice. Well, you got started pretty early into the sport. Tell us, how did you get into it, and what is your driving motivation?
Yeah, so I actually never ran track or cross country in high school, and I only played soccer and started running after my final soccer season ended. So it kind of grew naturally from that, like just racing local 5Ks. And then it really snowballed from there. I love trail running. Don't have a lot of access to trails in Indiana, but made do with what I could find.
Nice. I understand you just moved up to the Washington area and you're now working for Brooks. Has your training changed much since your move, and how has your training been going?
Oh my gosh, the proximity to national parks and just like the trail access out here is unbelievable. So I've definitely been able to get out on trails more often, and especially find more places to accumulate vert, because Indiana is pretty flat. So super psyched about that.
Nice. Well, the flat running probably will lend you just fine for Javelina. Talk to us a little bit about your training mileage, your long runs. How's everything been going in your buildup?
Yeah, so it's been going really well. Took a little bit of a break after Worlds in August, but then have ramped back up. Mostly do a lot of my miles on the weekends because I work full time. So a lot of back-to-back long runs, using some shorter ultra distance races in training, and then just like stacking long runs back-to-back is usually what I try to do before big races like this.
So you're no stranger to racing in the desert in Arizona. What is your race strategy heading into Javelina and this looped course?
For sure. So I know it's going to be hot, and knowing that it is a looped course, that kind of helps me break it up mentally. So I'm going to focus on trying to stay patient, especially in the first 3 laps. I don't want to push, but I also don't want to hold back. So just being cognizant of my own effort level and going from there.
What is the draw for you with Western States? Is that one of your big bucket list races?
Yeah, I think if you ask most ultra runners, like that's the race that they heard about first when they first got into the sport. So I think I definitely want to experience the magic and the history of that race. And so yeah, I would be thrilled to be able to have that opportunity to race at states.
Let's talk a little bit about your gear for Javelina. Do you have any go-to shoes, packs, other equipment that you're going to be bringing out to Arizona?
So I kind of go through a lot of different gear because I'm not currently sponsored. So undecided about what shoes I'm gonna wear, but I typically wear like a Solomon pack and like Run Rabbit shorts. So yeah, it ranges and differs race to race.
Talk a little bit about your progression with coming to Black Canyon and racing in those golden ticket races. Are you pacing off of certain people? Are you running your own race? Do you have any sort of strategy on who you're looking to run with out there? Or are you just running your own race?
I think for the most part, I try to stay true to my own effort level to make sure I'm not going out too fast, but at the same time, I also am competitive, so I like to try to compete with the people around me. So it's finding the balance between making sure that your effort level is what is right for you and you're not going to blow up too soon, but also knowing that it is a race and you are racing other people.
Has Javelina been on your radar for a while, or are you running this specifically going after the golden ticket?
So I actually was planning to run Run Rabbit Run 100 miler earlier this year, but got a knee injury and that kind of sidelined me for a little bit. So I shifted my focus to this race. But definitely what the golden ticket is a plus to chase after. So I'm definitely really excited to get out there and see what I can do.
Awesome. Well, best of luck. We are going to move into our 10-question fartlek round to close out the show today. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Number 1, what sneakers will you be wearing for the Javelina 100?
Undecided.
Undecided. Is that going to be a race day decision or a race week decision?
Race week decision.
Will you be listening to music or podcasts during the race?
Probably not. Maybe in the second half. We'll see.
At what age did you stop trick-or-treating, or are you still trick-or-treating?
Oh boy. Probably stopped in middle school, but I mean, you can have a fun time whether you're giving out treats or not. So,
will you be wearing a costume at this year's race?
Maybe. I think my crew is trying to do a Christmas theme, Christmas in the desert. So that'll be fun.
Nice, awesome. Will candy be part of your nutrition plan at Javelina 100?
Yes.
And which ones?
I'm a big fan of Swedish fish and vegan Rice Krispie bars.
Love it. What will your pre-race snack be morning of the race?
I typically eat oatmeal before big races. Yeah.
If you could choose a walkout song for Javelina, what would it be?
Stacy's Mom. Really gets me going.
Nice. Have you ever hallucinated during an endurance event?
I think my last 100 miler, I kept thinking I was seeing deer, but nothing crazy.
Still waiting for that moment.
Yeah, we'll see.
If you could recommend any one running-related item to a new runner, what would it be?
Oh, like trail running specifically? A good hydration vest, probably.
And last question, what place are you finishing at this year's Javelina 100?
Oh no. Well, I don't know. That's why we race.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, Shea, thank you so much for joining us today for the show. If you guys want to follow Shea, you can find her on Instagram at Shea_AQ. Anything else you want to add?
No, just excited to get loopy in the desert.
Awesome. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Bye.